Alrighty, welcome back. We're starting our next run, which is Super Metroid Nintendo Power Percent by Megmacattack.
Okay.
Know when you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's count us down.
I've been a countdown. Type it in chat.
Our timer at 5 minutes. Why is that?
Okay, so we're dealing with some technical issues, but so Super Metroid Nintendo Power Percent is a run that came from a Nintendo Power strategy guide. Okay. Yeah. Or you want me to count down?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Nintendo Power Percent is a run that was based on my controller layout, based on a route that was printed in the Nintendo Power strategy guide for Super Metroid. Towards the back of or somewhere in the middle of the strategy guide, there's a page that has a route that is supposed to get you finishing the game in under 2 hours in game time. The route is interesting. I suspect that when Nintendo Power printed it, they never actually tried it for a couple of reasons, which I'll get to as well. I think they actually just went straight from a map and didn't notice some of the problems with it. But for the most part, it is basically an intended route run, kind of like Zelda 1 traditional functional. We're going to fight every boss. We're going to get every major item, even though 2 of them are completely unnecessary to finish the game. And we're going to get a lot of missiles compared to an any percent run. Quite a lot of missiles compared to an any percent run, and a lot of energy tanks. We're going to get about half the energy game. That's basically the gist of this, which is what people always ask as soon as they see this name, because it's kind of an unusual run name. Keep the random steam. So this is the boring part of the run that every single Super. Yeah. Apparently we don't know how to spell Super Metroid.
Alright, we do have a couple donations that came in here. We have Sextrex, who donated $15, saying, I'll add another 20 if Slurp nails a miracle jump in the Pringles run. As well as Must Be Tuesday Music has donated $100 with the message, sending good wishes and best of luck to Megmacattack. Great run so far. Thanks to all the organizers. Love, Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie. So we're still in kind of the boring part that's pretty much the same as every other non-super. You're not going to see me do a lot of crazy movement or anything like that. I'm not an expert runner of Super Metroid by any stretch of things. I learned any percent earlier this year, but otherwise I am pretty much a novice at running this game. So you're definitely going to see me do some slower moves and slower things. In theory, this run should be really good for people who don't really have a lot of experience. It gets quite a lot more resources than any percent runs do. In practice, I think that doesn't actually work out all that well. But in terms of just having lots of resources. So we're gonna get the first divergence from an any percent route. We're actually gonna go and get this missile pack that's on this end of Brinstar. You probably don't really see a lot of speedruns that get this missile pack. There are also a couple of places in this run. One thing that makes it a little unfriendly as a run. There are a couple of places where if you forget something, you can actually be locked completely out of finishing the run successfully, and being able to put it on the leaderboard kind of sucks. Wow, that's... And apparently I have forgotten how to wall jump.
Climb has never been.
Yeah, this is honestly like one of the first really rough parts of the run to learn. And I'm just at the radically safe way.
Breastfeeding.
Yep.
Well,
And you will notice me collecting some health since I took some damage there. That's because you really don't want to have low health when you finish this fight, because then you'll get nothing but health out of the boss. And you want to get missiles back. I was actually really hoping to find a copy of the Metroid strategy guide to have like out in front of me for this run. I'm a little disappointed I didn't manage to find one in time. I would have had it when I was a kid, but sadly I got rid of all of my... Wow, okay, I'm gonna get... What?
the moonbeams.
Yeah. I screwed something up there, and I've never actually seen that happen before. Not give me anything.
He normally, Boundary-Zoo shoots these little
Yeah.
blobs out with drops in health. But instead...
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, we're gonna be doing the first part of this again. I get a chance to, like...
everyone's favorite.
Yeah. Wow. It really...
It is a different color. The leftover dragon worry me.
Yeah, the boss read the Nintendo Power Guide too. So much for keep.
The fight felt a lot more like Gold Teresa.
Yeah, it really did.
Isn't your health a little low to be fighting Gold Teresa? Power City with that.
I don't think anyone knew about it back then.
And then we do have a $3.58 donation from Michael DePiero. Thank you very much for the donation.
Takes missiles to get missiles.
Alright, we're making our way back to Palm Trees.
Alright, Bomb Chorizo. Rematch hype.
Yep. There you go, that's what's...
Gotta run go.
I'm not actually going to do Alcatraz, given that might... Definitely the slow way out. You'll see more experienced runners doing a thing called Alcatraz, where they wall jump through the left side. I'm pretty out of practice with it, since I finished the tournament that I was in. Alright, and now we're going to be going to basically set up to fight for Spore Spawn, which is another thing that you probably are not used to, Friends of Super Metroid. Other than this, you pretty much only fight Spore Spawn in 100% category. Or, I don't know, you don't actually fight Spore Spawn in so mostly map completion is where you see Spore Spawn in. I have my route notes in front of me here. Because it's really easy to forget where you're supposed to go in this route if you're used to running like any. In any percent we would have gone and gotten supers right now. We would have lockballed over ones above. That's a pretty major skip in event. But first we have to go get charge boot.
Go for it.
We also just got a $30 donation from The Real Jason saying, I was asleep, but now I'm donate. Happy fun times to all who sleep.
Sleep is nice. So, if you haven't seen a Spore Spawn fight before, you're about to find out why no one does it in a speedrun.
I think last time I fought Spore Spawn, I didn't even think about getting charged beam for down the bottom.
I mean, it's nice if you run out of missiles.
Definitely going to happen.
Allegedly, it's possible to do this fight in like one cycle. I don't. That was 3 hits. For me, at least. But yeah, it was a very slow fight. You can't really do anything while he's flipping around here. But if you ever struggled with Spore Spawn as a kid or something when you were playing this, this is a perfectly safe spot. It literally can't do anything to you. And just enough missing. And we're gonna go do the longest fall in the game right away.
Gonna get charged with 2 super attacks just out of there.
Nope. So this is one of the first spots where, if you're doing this as a speedrun, you can get locked out of being able to finish. You have to get these missiles, and once you leave this room, you've passed a gate that you can't get back through. I think you might be able to. I'm actually not sure if you.
But no, you.
Yeah.
I guess you could try your 2
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You might be able to do it with super. now we're gonna go take a little detour through Norfair and get high jump. Again, this is kind of like something you wouldn't do generally in a. Oh, actually, we're gonna get Spazer first. So we get all the beams in this. And also definitely get used to this part of the game because we are going to be going back through here a lot. Oh yeah. This actually is what my splits were.
Can't imagine trying a route that's this different.
Yeah. Definitely really, really different from this. So if you don't want getting out of this room to take forever, you have to kill that that enemy and then open the door while you're here. Don't do both of those. Takes forever to get back out of this room.
And Super Metroid, the monster always reset and reload, but the Alec door open forever.
Jump through that. So now we're gonna go fight Kraid. I'm gonna try and do Kraid quick kill, but I have not been terribly successful at it lately. How that goes? More likely we're. And we have high jump there, so we go the intended. Yeah, that's it. Kraid's gone. We're done.
Right?
I'm pretty out of breath.
Oh, you're asleep.
There's Kraid. There is a good chance.
So, the speedrunners out there, that's at the right half of Kraid's.
Alright, and next up we're gonna get the most annoying missile pack in the game. Well, maybe not the most. A pretty annoying missile pack. Bottom of a lava pit. I remember always getting it as a kid. But it's really like not worth it as an upgrade. Huh? Oh, okay.
Wait, you're allowed to get this energy tank?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
You're also allowed to kill those, allegedly.
I think they're mandatory.
Hmm. Can you hear both of us in chat? Yeah, I'm a little quiet.
AC game.
Yeah. This is a very appropriate game to be kind of quiet for, I feel.
One hero, lady bounty hunter.
Yep, that, accurate.
What is it?
This one.
Oh yeah, so worth it.
I don't honestly know why they make you do this one in this route. Like, there are a lot of energy tanks a lot closer to the route and like less of a pain. At least I got a super up.
In Norfair, have too much energy? Maybe you should trade some energy for missiles.
Yeah. So, this is not the intended way of getting up here. Oh, this is not where I need to go.
Bottom right.
Yeah, I need to go bottom right. So I'm gonna be doing that again in a minute.
Try to be more attentive.
And that is exactly why I have my notes in front of me. So normally what you're supposed to do... Okay, that was gonna end that time. Normally what you're supposed to do is kind of go underneath here. There's a very like long roundabout path to get to the same spot. I keep doing.
Don't worry, Super Metroid. Every time you get the hang of it, again.
Yeah. And I want some more health. I used up a lot more energy than normal getting that that stupid missile tank. We're stopping for this missile tank as well. And we are getting the speed booster, very important item. Fun fact though, shine sparking, which you see a lot of in the speedruns, is actually completely unnecessary to finishing the game. You do need Speed Booster in a couple of spots, I believe, but you don't actually need to Shine Spark anywhere. Alright, and now, this is one of the things that makes me think that Nintendo never actually checked this route, because you have to do this, which is actually a pretty hard wall jump, or infinite bomb jump it, in order to get up here. There is no other way into this room but through that. You don't have Wave Beam, so you can't activate the platform that comes up from down there. So you pretty much have to do that as far as I know. This room is obnoxious as hell if you aren't properly equipped for it, and it has you do it really early.
All for one little benefit.
For this reserve tank, which ideally you're not going to see me use. Although so far our luck has not been so great, so you might. And then you get that missile tank and you lose your platform and you're kind of stuck in the lava again. This room is easily one of the most obnoxious in the game if you're trying to actually collect the things in it. Okay. This room would be okay if you had Ice Beam or Wave Beam. No, not this way.
Or power bombs, or...
Yeah, there's so many ways that room could be easier, and if you just did it later, it would be fine. We're going to take the quicker way back, and we are going to get Ice Beam. And then you're going to see one of the biggest backtracks in this run. After we get Ice Beam, we are going to go all the way back up what's called the Red Tower, and get ourselves Power Bombs, so that we can go down to where Crocomire is. You need Power Bombs in order to get to Crocomire, I believe. Or to get to Grapple, you need Power Bombs to get to Grapple. And this is a backtrack that's very much built into the game. Like, if you don't speedrun it, if you don't avoid getting Grapple to begin with, which, like the any % run, does not generally get Grapple. It's such a pain, really far out of the way. I left Norfair without getting Ice Beamed.
Oh right, Ice Beam.
Yes. Yeah, so this is the thing where, like, this run it's very easy to forget what you're supposed to get, because it's such an arbitrary route compared to like what you would do naturally, especially if you've ever speedrun the game. I mean, other than
What's built in? Yeah, their sympathies. Speed booster to get to Ice.
Yeah, you need Speed Booster if you don't know how to Mock Ball to get the Ice Beam. Normally you would also do this like long roundabout road over there for those guys, but you can actually just morph ball up into those corners.
It's kind of funny. It's like bringing the known movement tech in the techless run, route.
Yeah, there are definitely, like, you would not, if you were just doing like tech that people knew back in 1997, you would do this run quite differently in a bunch of different ways. And it makes some of the differences seem extremely arbitrary. Normally, Normally you'd go up and around and that would get you back here. This is probably only a little bit faster than doing all of that, doing the bomb jump and everything. A lot of people will do a mock ball out of there. I have a lot of trouble doing that mock ball because you have to basically make yourself an extra platform off of those things to be able to do it. So it's an extra difficult mock ball compared to the one that's usually used in any percent for getting supers. Okay, now we're going up Red Tower, and we're gonna go get the power bombs. They are extreme. This is the only place you can get power bombs. I think even in terms of like current tech, I don't think you can get power bombs any earlier than this, or anywhere else. Your first power bombs.
Yeah, all of the other power bombs are power bombs.
Yeah. So the game really is designed essentially to make you do this climb. If you know what you're doing, you have to go up here and then do a bunch of detouring around to get to a place where they're most useful, which is down by grapple. This room I always forget exists. I'm going through here and I'm like, okay, now I'm through the tower and we got eaten. There's another category extension run of this that is literally getting eaten by every single one of those in the game. Someone I know is submitting that to Power Up with Pride, which I think is another marathon that is coming up, and I think is pretty... I mean, that's a ridiculous run. Alright, here's one that I always forget. We're gonna get the missile pack that's behind here with power bombs.
Seconds. Florida fucked up.
Yeah. Login screen.
That's right. I tried to turn on your sticky keys.
You'll also see a lot of people damage boosting through here. I can do it. I'm just not super reliable at it. Alright, and now we're gonna go back through here. We literally just came up here to do this.
Are you sure we can't do the ghost ship instead?
Nope. We are not doing the ghost ship instead. No, it's not. Switch it back. I'm going the right way right now. Yeah. Rockemeyer, yeah, okay. So back into Norfair, we're actually gonna go to the screen we got Ice Beam on. So I mean, another route change here possible would be to actually go get the power bombs first, and then go get the Ice Beam, and then fight Crocomire, because we're literally gonna go the same way as we went to get Ice Beam. So we're gonna fall down here, dead.
Kind of amazing how much the game went open and kind of a lot of things are barely possible. Like climbing Red Tower with that Ice Beam is really true. But you can kind of just barely.
Yeah, when I do any percent, I climb it without Ice Beam. But I mean, if I have Ice Beam...
Yeah.
There is going to be a point where I turn off Ice Beam in this run, probably.
Changing your equipment? That loud?
Yeah. So there was some question about whether... so the route actually has me getting the energy tank to the right here, even though I don't have grapple, which you're clearly supposed to have grapple to get it. The game wants you to have grapple, obviously, and not just like dive into a bunch of lava. But there was some question at some point about whether or not you had to let Crocomire completely die before you went and got the energy tank in order for it to be valid. Because Crocomire has this whole long animation thing. Like, we're still waiting for Crocomire to catch up to us even though we went and got the energy tank. But yeah, it's such a weird mix of like doing things in an order where you actually have to do things that are kind of challenging or risky, like diving into lava, doing infinite bomb jumps, but then also really boring routing decisions also.
Tripling back through this.
Yeah.
You didn't see it all the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crocomire doesn't like to drop super.
So we're gonna go get this this missile tank, which again, kind of an unusual thing to need to get. You are supposed to get it with grapple after you get grapple. Like, you come out on a shelf up there if you do it the normal way. Yeah.
Signed.
So we're gonna get grapple, and then we're actually just gonna... We're just gonna leave back the way we came instead of doing the rather long, tedious way back. As we can just wall jump out of this room. Which also makes the fact that we don't have supers right now a lot less important, because we actually would need a super missile to get out the other way. Because there's a green gate over there. I'm gonna grab some stuff. You can literally just make this jump. Another thing where you're kind of supposed to have grapple to get it, but actually you don't really need to. Alright, and now we're gonna go back over to the bubble room. We visit the bubble room quite a lot. I mean, it's kind of one of the most notorious rooms in the game. I don't remember what the right way back is. This route definitely exercises some different paths than you tend to see in an 80% route. I don't know. back in Bubble Room. This time we can do this and get out this way. Then... Oh yeah, okay.
Missiles.
Yeah.
Or I was confused. As can be. There. Head wave.
I know. That's one of the things. Like, all of that stuff, the like getting the reserve tank, right?
We could have X-Factored Crocomire. What were they thinking?
Yeah. I'm really bad at incorporating X Factor into the run. But yeah, like this is an incredibly easy wall jump to get to this to get to Wave Beam. It's literally just that. And it doesn't do that, even though you're right there. But it does make you go get the reserve tank, which is a hard wall jump, or a hard infinite bomb jump. Like, these are the kinds of things that make me think that they never actually tried this route when they wrote it.
But like the cannon actually couldn't have been back to where the stuck on this.
Yeah. Actually kind of interesting this road never actually goes. Because one of them guards something. Megmacattack?
X-ray?
Yeah, now we go get X-ray scope,
Which
which...
is required for completion, right?
Yes. Oh, this is, once again, not the way we want to go.
That one? Go ahead.
Alright, just to let everyone know, we will be cutting off the donation incentive for the Dragward Randomizer Sprite at the 1 hour mark of this run. So if anyone wants to get any last minute donations to try to snag a Sprite that they're looking for, do it now.
Right, yeah. So we are going to get X-ray scope. Which is a super important item. Although, I mean, it's interesting because the first time I did this run, actually, because I hadn't been in the X-ray scope room for so long, I actually had to use the X-ray scope to figure out how to get back out of it.
That's like their whole thing is. So you actually you need like
Yeah.
Super Metroid is it gives you this thing that you need.
Yeah.
Like super missiles. It's like 5 missiles at once. It opens up your door. And you have the X-rays. You have to use it to leave the X-rays. Kind of cool how it teaches you value of the things.
Yeah. Definitely a normal amount of damage to take in this room.
It's only 30 per touch. Grapple skill. I'm saving something.
Something hard.
Converted.
Alright. Question is, will I get out of here without dying? Because I'm actually, like, kinda low on health, and if I get, like, knocked into the legs...
You have at least
Fair enough.
Oh! That's the trolliest incentive.
Yep. Just entering my password.
We have a $50 donation from Pikabucks.
I'm actually gonna go back to
Taloon for Dragon Warrior Randomizer. So that puts Taloon in the lead right now with 6250, followed by Link at 1250, and Lotto has 0.
Pretty good spot for an energy.
Yeah, it really is. Alright, so we are going to go fight Fantoon now.
Never surprised.
Yes. Great when that happens. We are in fact going to take a safety save here. Fantoon's safety save spot is incredibly annoyingly far away from him. The save spots in the wrecked ship are all disabled until you beat Fantoon, so this is really the last chance that you get to save before. We're going to be doing a couple of safety saves in this run.
This was me in practice history. Just completely smashing my head into this. Can't remember how to neutral jump, no fly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this slow way. Well, arguably slow way.
It's intended.
Yep, this is the intended way. And I'm going to do this part the intended way because I honestly want as much energy as I can get for Fantoon. I could also disable boots.
Yeah.
This is one of the most hilarious things about the game, and I don't know if they realize this, but you can just disable boots and just make all of these jumps. You don't actually need grapple to get across here. You're just limited by the fact that you have boots on, and they're making you jump higher.
Because the physics are always changing. That hurt.
Yeah, they do.
Got some sort of gravity suit.
That would be nice. Like a little.
Right, remember. Alright, what's it gonna be, fans? Press.
Oh, I hit him too many times.
Sounds like. One away again?
I think I could probably super him. Yeah.
Definitely. Maybe a charged up life.
Yeah. Yep. Generally you don't want a super missile Fantoon, because it puts him in an enrage mode that is annoying to deal with. They're not impossible. This is actually one of the harder parts of the game for me, is getting out of here. There's some like really precise movement that people do getting out of here to like not take a lot of damage and to do it quickly. So you're probably gonna see me fail at some of that at least. And after this we're gonna get to the next thing that makes me think that they never tried this route. Although I think that it makes more sense in the context of how they would have routed it then versus how people route it in the speedrun. Really don't want to take damage here.
Oh, you have that reserve.
Yeah. Yay, reserve tank. We are not going through that door, but I think that's what they expected you to do after this. I'll jump up. So,
Part of the run, don't worry.
yeah.
Make perfect, pixel perfect.
That wasn't so bad. The really good strats in there. Oh, I want to note there is no enemy here. We're gonna come back to that. One of my favorite things about this game. I love this enemy. This is the only place that particular enemy appears. He always follows you, and he only ever appears on that side of the screen when you're in that side of things.
And you made it. 255 health to spare.
Sadly, we need a lot of energy for the next part because we are gonna go get the spring ball. That is what's up next here. So back then, probably what they would have done is they would have gone through the back door of Meridia, and that would have taken them down, and basically a giant shaft that takes you to the bottom of Meridia, near the spring ball. That's actually a fairly slow way to get there. So we're actually gonna go through Red Tower again. I have so many items I forget what I have equipped. It's actually a real problem. I'm used to being able to just cycle through 3 things from any percent, but now I have like all of this stuff.
Bonus gun, bonus visor.
Yep. Not quite what I intended. So the problem with going this way, though, is that we have to do these rooms called the Sandhill rooms, and we have to do 2 of them twice. Whereas if you went the other way, you would actually only do 1 of them. You would do 3 rooms total. Actually,
A little too soon. Yes, the rooms are probably the terrible part of the 100.
yeah, they're pretty bad. I'm in fact going to once again use this energy refill room on the way, because it's not unusual if the room doesn't go well for me to lose 2 energy just going through them. Part of that is actually because of my control scheme. I have the controls configured so that item select is L, whereas the default configuration is for that to be angle down. And angle down makes those rooms a lot easier, but this is the control setup that I'm used to, and changing it will make me play considerably worse. Almost forgot where I was going. One of the cool, like, really cinematic moments of Super Metroid right there. And I think anyone who, like, played this as a kid had, like, a moment when they did that the first time. Like, definitely one of my favorite things in the game.
And glass tube never comes back.
Yep.
No chance to...
Yep. And I'm gonna get hit. Oh, I didn't get hit. Alright. And these rooms are awful, as you can see.
Why don't you just jump out of there?
Yeah, why don't I just jump out of there?
I have an easy.
Sadly. Oh, nice. Actually, sadly, where the sand is falling down, you get pushed down regardless. Actually, really annoying. Yep.
Alrighty, so we are going to cut off the bid war for the Dragon War randomized spreader now. We will be proceeding with, looks like Taloon is the winner, followed by Link. If
This
you're
really
really
sucks.
for other sprites, we do have other options there as well for the future runs. We do have the Link to the Past randomizers to 50%, which that bid war is completely in the open right now. No one's picked any of the sprites there, so that's completely open, as well as later in the marathon as well. We do have another Link to the Past randomizer, which also has some bid wars for character sprites there as well.
Sometimes I can get, like, first try. There we go.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
How do they work?
Oh, I need... I think so. Alright, and now we meet one of our friendly helper creatures in the game. This one is very slow.
But effective.
Very effective. You kind of wish that you got to steal its power or something and just, like, plow through things like this. It's also very fragile. If I shot it, like, 3 times, I think, it would die and also block me in here. It does respawn, though, thankfully.
The blocks will come.
Blocks do come back, yeah. So you definitely do not want to shoot this guy prematurely. Do not, in fact, have to shoot him at all. Let him live. And that was definitely an intended use of the power bomb.
I was speculating if it.
I mean, it does help a little bit, yeah. And I don't really need the, yeah. I should just upgrade that to. I seem to always do it, so I'm obviously like always prepped to have that.
Hey, Shack Tool, we're done with you.
There is an alternative way through here, which involves freezing one of those and standing on its back in a certain way and jumping up through. I have not practiced that, so I'll not do it.
Why you have space jumping?
If they put this after you get space jump, it would have made so much more sense. Because you do come back basically through the tunnel. Come back right here. Come through here, right? Afterwards. So it would have made perfect sense to do it there. I hate these rooms so much. So
see that physics ever again.
And notice my health. Like
2 tanks down.
Yeah, and I'm used to coming back through here with plasma even, so I'm like I can just shoot those and kill them, right? But no.
Pull him. Eventually, you're supposed to kill them.
That is where we're going. Well, actually, we're going to meet another creature. I kind of like that this run touches on a lot of like creatures of the game, the lesser known ones, I suppose. We're gonna go meet Mama Turtle. Depending on if I get the speed boost, we might even wake her up. If I don't get the speed, then I will be waking her up so she can help me get up to an energy tank up here. No, I'll wake her up anyway.
Also a heavy hitter.
Yeah. I did not mean to do that.
Damn, a spin jump.
This missile tank is actually weirdly hard to get. There we go.
No, just put your face in it.
Yeah, you have to really mash your face in it. So if you shoot one of these little guys, Mama Turtle comes up and wants to kill you, actually. I really love that they put stuff like that in this game. Gives it a very like unique atmosphere for like this era of games in terms of like having kind of a living world.
Yeah. Normally, like, they're like so proud they programmed this thing, they want to put samples of it in all these different. You know, just one room with Mama Turtle. Don't find her, you know.
Yep.
Nothing else like it.
So we get this power bomb, and now we're gonna go fight Botwoon. And we're gonna skip a bunch of grappling through that room.
already demonstrated you can grapple.
Twice even. I always forget to just switch over to power bombs here. And we're gonna go get we're actually gonna get a super missile tank here. Fortunately, it wants them in this order because getting them in the opposite order is very, very difficult.
Ball, you could
I probably could, actually. A good point. Again, we are skipping a bunch of, we're not going to use grapple very much for the run, to be honest.
one shot them up. I don't think I've ever seen. Rat and hide.
Unusual for Bawun to not come out so much, honestly.
Just comes out to die.
Yeah, Bawun actually hurts you while he's dying, which is so obnoxious. Those falling parts of his body still hit you. You have to be really, really careful here not to fall into that sand too far, because it will take you
back to your favorite sand section?
Yes,
Perhaps?
somewhere terrible. And I'm gonna get some. As soon as it fills up on normal missiles. One of the really annoying things about this run getting so many missiles is that when you want to fill up supers, you have to wait through it filling up normal missiles for a long time.
Those fish shells do like.
Yeah.
Kind of cool that the different stones do additional damage. Try and funnel you in parts of the plant.
And once again, we are not using grapple and well.
Hey, grapple. Grab a special anime.
Yeah.
Grappling sideways.
Samus does look really cool using them. And we're actually going to get this missile pack over here, which, again, might be kind of unfamiliar if mostly you've watched speedruns. But this useless end of the room actually has something in it.
Will you be grappling in this?
No.
No?
I guess I could. I haven't done that in a long time. Oh my god.
What would it do?
I actually don't know if the grapple strats were actually in Nintendo Power. I'm gonna do it though. I did not mean to use.
Like 400 more.
I've been told this death animation is only 15 seconds, but it feels a lot longer than that to me. And there's Space Jump, one of the coolest items in the game, honestly.
Also gets its own animation.
And we even get Screw Attack in this run. Which sadly does mean fighting. Yeah. From here, things do more or less resemble other speedrun categories. More or less. I mean, the fact that we go and fight Gold Chorizo is still a bit unusual.
Front door or back door?
Front door. Because we have to. Because we have to get the missile tank in front of him. And there is
not fun.
Yeah.
There's a trick in that room. I don't know.
Yeah. If you mean like putting him up against the wall and.
No, I meant getting the missile tank. Falling down. Like,
Oh, I mean, I just space jump. Is there a better trick?
Yeah, if you are in a... You have spring ball. Jump held in.
Oh.
So... Having space...
Probably let the thing stop. It wants to now.
There's not much there. Oh.
Yep.
Right. Plasma and go mode. Hop over.
One more missile pack, one more super pack, and oh, and an E-tank.
Everything just get...
There isn't a bright white monitor staring us in the face anymore. Yeah, this is where backdoor I think takes you into Meridia, and that's why I think that's what they probably intended you to do. But backdoor of Meridia is. But yeah, now we have space jump through here, so whatever.
Never mind, it defies all logic and
Yeah.
jumping off of nothing.
Yeah.
It is very handy.
We're going to Norfair again. We've been to Norfair like 5 times now, I think.
Or do we get to go to Lower Norfair?
Now we get to go to.
Another fun Norfair.
I mean, it does have the best music in the game.
Iron Man on me. Go for it. Shenanigans. Have space.
Which is good because I can't actually do. I would really love to be able to. I want to be able to run. I'm gonna take a safety save here specifically because of that stupid possibility of that missile tank. Missing that missile tank. The only way to keep the run valid is literally to reset the game and get back to the same spot.
Or Geeklet.
No, I don't even think then, because you would need to leave the room, and you can only do that after you get full trees. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, the best music in the game.
You guys would have died if you had some.
They would have. Okay, come on, just. Alright, we're good. If you do not get that missile tank, the run is invalid. It's kind of brutal. That's just setting up for later.
About here.
Yeah, if you get Gold Chorizo off in this corner, exactly like that, you don't really have to fight it. I don't really. Now that I don't need them. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do need shit. Okay, well, this is an invalid run. Gotten this before screw attack.
Even the screw attack will break those blocks.
Yeah. I actually forgot about that. I've been doing this now, so I forgot that you could actually break through those blocks. Oh well.
All three filled down there, but you're still... That trip That does like 3,000 damage. Second scope of the game.
Yeah.
I really like this next.
Yeah, it's really fun, especially if you have screw attack.
Yeah, it's not fun if you have 5 power bombs.
Yeah. Oh, this room is a real pain. Wow. Now I'm worried about health.
You're fine.
I'll probably farm for a little. Especially now.
Fortunately, Ridley has a spawn. Take it, Sparko. You were supposed to delegate. Where's Nessie? Question from chat: are you doing Dragon Warrior 7 again? Oh yeah, I don't like these old pirates.
I actually have a weird thing with them where I never had a problem with them. Although I only recently found out like how their mechanic works. It turns out if you're standing on either of these 3-block wide things, they will expose themselves to you, and that's all it is. But when I was a kid, I had like this whole elaborate like system for fighting them that basically must have just resulted in them pretty much doing that. But then when I saw people, like, as an adult, when I saw other people playing the game and getting to that point and getting so frustrated, I was like, wait, why are we having so much trouble with this?
How is the Shine Spark strat? We have to
Yeah. The depth of, like, tricks in this game is impressive.
That's tears.
Tired of jumping. Probably good enough. Especially since
Everything's what, 30?
I'm gonna do charge beam.
Yeah.
I'm used to that.
The initial.
Question is, can I count? So, fun fact about Ridley. Actually, I should not talk. I have to count.
One tail so far. He'll hop in. Okay.
Oh.
One more.
Yeah. So fun fact about Ridley. Ridley will keep going sometimes. Forever. His death animation triggers randomly once he's down past 0 health. And he can stay at 0 health for basically as long as you can stay in the room. Which is really mean. Like, I get what they were going for with that, but when you're like, why isn't Ridley dying? I'm sure that I've hit him as many times as other times that I've hit him. I've killed him. It's really confusing that he just won't die. Sometimes you will do his death animation when he gets down to 0, which you did there. But in my experience, that's actually kind of rare. And yeah, but the trick is that you can get yourself into a ball on the platform, and Ridley will almost always come and grab you, and do a death animation where he like has grabbed you. You can also jump into his feet. I've never really gotten the hang of that.
It was also not fun.
And we're gonna do one last tour of the game here, basically. Except instead of Red Tower, this time we're actually gonna...
Added bonus for take off all suits and do.
And here's me remembering that I have Spring Ball.
It is super handy. No one ever pays attention to the classics.
That was the last E-Tank that I dropped when I was learning this. doing these rooms with Screw Attack is also quite a different experience than not having it. Yeah, I mean, any percent you really want to avoid getting possible. Do not actually require Screwed. Normal breakable.
Top momentum.
And we are off on our way to Mother Brain now.
I always have the hardest time with space. I lose my rhythm. Right there, you're like, come on, jump again.
They're like you, especially Spring Ball. When it's a little bit different in water than not water, and that's one reason that people often have a lot of trouble with it, especially because the first room that you get to use it in really is the room outside Dragon, where there is a water-air interface. And if you try to jump through it, it can mess you up for sure. So we're basically just running to Turian now. The end of the game. We're going to fight some Metroids, and then we're going to fight Mother Brain. And we're also going to let Samus reconcile with her past actions, where she basically committed genocide over the course of Metroid. Where am I going?
Go to fight Bomb.
Yeah.
Just make sure I got you dead.
Revenge. That would have been a...
Last power bomb pit.
So we collected all of these missiles, and then we're really not going to use any of them, more or less. I mean, we're going to use them for the Metroids, but then after that we're going to use very few of them, because we are going to perform one of my favorite glitches in the game. We are going to skip all of the Zebatites, the barriers in Turian before Mother Brain. That is allowed in this category, it's not a glitches. Unlike Zelda 1 Traditional Dungeon Order, which is the most analogous other category I can think of, which is an explicitly glitched category. Not even allowed to do block clips. And Zelda 1 is not even a very glitchy. They don't let you do. That is the most boring room in the game.
We used to go back there, like every time we beat a single boss, we'd run back there to check on him.
Yeah.
Doing all four.
I mean, it's very gratifying. and blow up one by one too. Very slow to do that.
It is. That room is not convenient. Took about, I want to say, 20 minutes. Didn't know if I had to take off both jump and trying different combinations of things. I used to run this game. That was a million. Goats, nose to nose. Challenging the truth.
It's definitely not a. That was almost bad. Not a very. It's a very unfun speedrun to do, like to learn if you're trying to just like immediately emulate all of the very hard things that people do. But it's actually a really fun speedrun. Aside from that, in my opinion.
Yeah, as long as you're.
Yeah. Because the game is actually like really pretty forgiving speedrun in my opinion.
As long as you're not doing low percent in a GDQ style.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can make this game incredibly hard and incredibly hard to finish run, but there's lots of really good opportunities for safety saves, and runs aren't invalidated for dying. There's no like 1cc category of this game, as far as I know. There is a way to avoid getting eaten by the baby Metroid. But
Is this it?
no, I cannot do the trick.
But again, this is something you can add into your.
Yeah, like I said, like the depth of the tricks of this run are just so. You could run this for years. Still have things that you could be better at or learn.
There's a whole puzzle series too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think that was kind of a pre-randomizer thing, really, but it's a very similar concept to randomizer. Also, the randomizer for this is one of my favorite. I personally really like the randomizers for this that divide the item pool into a minor and major item set. One reason that I personally don't really like I like Link to the Past a lot, but its randomizer doesn't really appeal to me very much, because I just don't really enjoy the idea of running around and getting in a bit of a rough run, so I'm just gonna be probably I won't need this. Running around and getting like rupees and stuff. So we do need to turn off screw attack for this to work.
Oh wow. First try.
Exactly enough super.
I didn't think that was gonna do it.
I didn't either. So a couple of them got hit by those little bullets.
Like the Rinka defense unit.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I used to know the old bestiary in this game. Behind me. This is Mother Brain 2.
Yes. So I'm now used to doing this fight with like energy tank. So this is kind of like just sit in the corner and shoot for a while. Oh, now I am actually in some real danger. Okay, yeah, we're fine.
Perfectly planned.
If that hadn't, yeah. I have the reserve tank.
Yeah,
I
you
could have
dump the
fixed it.
reserve, yeah.
But yeah, you need 3 energy tanks here, or you will die. And if I'd had more than 3 energy tanks, I actually would have gone and hit Samus on the leg a few times to get there. Just because otherwise, this goes a second round, where she'll like shoot at you a little bit for a while, and then maybe do another rainbow beam. And it actually can result in you dying if you hit like exactly the right amount of damage. Where she like drops one of those bombs and it like hits you a little bit after she checks if you're dead yet. So you really, really don't want to actually risk that. You want to be at exactly that.
I feel like it was kind of on purpose. First time, I think it's everyone's like first time they encounter this fight blind. Like, okay, you're just dead. And then you get this scene with the baby here. So extra dramatic, because you've just been fighting and fighting and fighting, and the boss mechanic is just so hidden.
Yeah.
Alright, it's time to cut off the donations for Save the Animals.
That's too bad, because I'm saving the animals. I'm saving the animals. I always save the animals.
No!
Sadly, I cannot save the baby Metroid.
Baby Metroid has become...
That's true. Samus does wind up absorbing quite a lot of alien creatures over the course of the Metroid series. Metroid's power in this one, the X creature in Metroid Fusion. I'm pretty sure some like weird other things in some of the Prime games, but. And we are pretty much done now, the rest of this. Unlike the other climb, this one you can actually like shine spark through. Nice.
Unless it's the event, don't get it.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe you have missiles left over.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised by that when I finished this the first time this run, because yeah, in any percent you obviously never have any missiles left. And when I played this as a kid, obviously like I used all my missiles to get Mother Brain through the Zebatites. Exactly, right time.
Good so far? Oh
no.
Moment we've all feared.
Now I have to do this again.
Okay, good news is the run is within 2 minutes of ending. One way or the other.
Yeah, I have a safety save at Mother Brain. But no, it's
Peter's that glitch.
And we have saved the animals. They will fly away in the end credits.
That's handful.
Somehow they have a spaceship.
I mean, empty. Whether worth saving. I'm just mindless. Mr. Ostrich. The wall jumping thing. Overshot the ship. And time. Yes, congratulations! Nintendo Power Percent by Megmacattack.
Yes, John. You are allowed to use glitches as long as you follow the same route and you get the items in the right order. That kind of constrains you from using a lot of glitches as well, though. Anyway, yeah, that is Super Metroid Nintendo Power Percent, except I screwed up one thing, so it's not a valid run, but good enough.
Thank you, Megmacattack, for that run. Next up, we have Dragon Warrior Randomizer race between BTs and Nest Cardinality. Before we go to break, we do have one donation that came in there near the end. Anonymous donated $10.
I'm off.